Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's nice to be back at school myself after a bit of a bout of no voice, and it's great to be chatting with you. First of all, I just want to thank everybody so much for the way in which you have supported us throughout these last few days. I know that Phil sent something out in my absence, but I want to pass on my personal thanks to everybody who supported us during this time by keeping to all of the directions that we put into place. It's been greatly appreciated, and we know that it's caused some inconvenience, but we do thank you that our community is rallying around. Secondly, thank you to all of those parents who've actually contacted us either electronically or in person and encouraged us in the way in which we've been handling this situation. That has been greatly appreciated as well, and certainly makes a difference to us to have some of that support being heard and getting back to us. So thank you very much for that. I am looking down because I've got a couple of things I just need to run through with you in regards to the announcements that have been made about Thursday. There are some changes, but there are some things that are going to remain the same. So I won't take very long. I just want to go through this very quickly to explain to you what will be happening over the next week until the government and SA Health put in any new changes. So the first one is that there are no changes to the current requirements for mask wearing at the school. That means for students, years 8 and year 12s, when they're indoors and not actively engaged in a teaching session, they need to be wearing their masks. All adult visitors to the site, including our ELCs at Strath and Murray Bridge, need to be wearing masks, and everyone on school buses and public transport 12 years and above. So that hasn't changed. What has changed is that assemblies are able to resume as of Thursdays, unfortunately with no singing, but we are able to gather again as a cohort. Strath, Murray Bridge and the sub-schools at Salisbury East can go back to having assemblies. Unfortunately, we won't be having any visitors coming to those as yet. We're hoping that with the restrictions that will hopefully diminish over the next few days and into next week, that will change as well, but we'll let you know. Number 3, drop off and pick up. Parents, you may now leave your vehicles and take your children to classes, and you are also able to exit your vehicles and go and wait for them and collect them in the afternoon. We know that this will certainly help with traffic congestion, especially at Salisbury East, but you are very welcome to get out of the vehicles and wait to collect your children. However, obviously you will still need to wear a mask when you're out of your vehicles and social distance from each other while you're doing that. But it's basically going back to normal in terms of drop off and collection, but you just need to wear your masks and socially distance from each other. At Salisbury East, Cafe Sealer will be open to staff and parents from Thursday onwards, but it'll be takeaway only, no dining in or sitting outside, but you can go and grab a coffee or a hot chocolate during these very cold days. That's for Salisbury East. There are parent-teacher information sessions coming up. They will be done remotely at this stage until we have any changes to government expectations. So that means that, for instance, the junior school at Salisbury East has a parent-teacher information session coming up. They're looking to Zoom some of those and also do some of them via telephone. So just be prepared for that, and those running those sessions will be in contact with you to let you know what's going to be happening in your particular circumstance. Next one, sports teams are back on as of Thursday, but that will be pending whether SACSA and SAPSASA, what setup they put into place. But we will be re-entering teams into sports here at the 3 schools, and so just look for any information that's coming out on that, but it'll be dependent on what SACSA and SAPSASA decide. However, what they have said is that while sports teams can be back, caregivers and spectators, parents, there will be limitations applied. So at this stage, while there may be events on, visitors won't be able to go to those events. Finally, if you are on property and you are visiting us, please remember to do your QR code. Following your COVID safe practices, physically distance where possible, hand sanitize and wipe down. That be our responsibility, but hand sanitize, physically distance, do your QR code, and we can all move on and we can be safe. As I said, I'm hoping that next week there will be more changes coming, but we've made these changes as of Thursday this week. So not tomorrow, but Thursday of this week, these changes will be in place. Hopefully that will be of encouragement to you all. I look forward to speaking to you again soon next week with some more good news. God bless and stay safe.